Welcome back to Tales and Treasures. I'm your host, Mr. Almeida. And oh boy! I've been waiting for this game to come to Xbox ever since I saw Many a True Nerd play it on Early Access 2 years ago. 2 years I've been waiting. I kinda fell in love with these hexagon type games after For the King. This text adventure, click and point game, I don't even know how to describe it, but it really tickled me in the right spot. I'm talking about, of course,
Insurmountable.
in Insurmountable, you start with limited or no supplies. You do have a tent, but it only has 3 uses, so use them wisely. There are a bunch of procedurally generated interest points on the map, and you'll definitely need to visit some of them to survive your journey to the peak. And back. But be mindful on your choices. We're too much of your route and you'll spend a lot of energy. There are many dangers in various terrains such as rock, snow, and ice. Sounds a lot like I'm describing where I live. Huh, freaking Finland. So indeed, you'll need to pick up your gear according to the environment, whether it's day or night, clear skies, or a horrible storm. Hopefully, you'll find those gloves and a beanie when your character's dying of cold. Other factors you need to take into account are sanity, oxygen, and the general health bar. All of them have an adverse effect if you let them go to red. Onwards, we go on to slight spoilers, so proceed on your own risk. You've been warned. The game consists of 3 mountains, each bigger than the last, and each have main and side quests. So you'll need to climb the mountains several times doing different tasks for this mysterious woman that you meet on the mountain. Because this is not just a regular mountaineering game, no! There's something wibbly wobbly going on and you are gonna have to solve the mystery. And as you go on, you will also be able to unlock 2 more characters. And in each climb, you'll earn upgrade points you can use to give permanent perks to them. I specify permanent because every time you go on a mission climbing a mountain and each time you level up, you get a perk. These only last for a certain time or for the rest of the climb, but they always reset after the mission. Since some of these perks only last 24 to 48 hours, you'll need to choose carefully when you get them so you don't immediately after just sleep away most of the perk. So, the game's premise seems pretty simple, but as you progress, you'll unveil the actual story. The surviving is easy-ish at first when you start the game and are still getting used to the mechanics and all that. So you can take more risks when you are out adventuring, especially at the normal difficulty. But later on, you will go on to the brink of death, suffering from hypothermia and severe hallucinations. A regular Saturday afternoon here in Finland. The eerie atmosphere of the game really sets in after first oohs and the ahs, because then comes the running and the screaming trying to get to the peak. Or the nearest cave. I've had a lovely time so far playing Insurmountable. I don't really have anything bad to say about the game, but it can be a little slow for players who are used to hyper-fast speedrunning through games. But this is supposed to be a chill, relaxing game. However, one thing I did notice was the text on the events were a bit too small. I think it's because originally this game was meant for PC, and PC players are usually closer to their screen than I am to my TV. You can adjust the size of the HUD, but not the text in the events, which is a shame, but they'll probably fix that. I don't know. So go play Insurmountable. It's a cool game and there's only a slight negative. These and other unpaid endorsements only here on Tales and Treasures.